You're here for more Monogatari, and I can't blame you at all. And if things are going as I think they are in order of progression of when we met people, I'm not at all excited for this one. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm just going to have to wait a little bit, aren't I? So, I hope you're ready. I'm probably going to have to sigh a few times that Araragi. Sorry, I stuttered. Nevertheless, let's get going. And now that I actually know a bit more about Hachikushi, will this opening mean more? Especially since, she isn't she meant to be like, or originally a spirit to make people lost? So yeah, listening to her directions might not be the best idea. I can't really remember, but considering I'm probably going to be listening through quite a few of the intros throughout the process of this Koyomimonogatari, but I really do like this one just because of the pure energy that it exudes. But I'm not entirely sure that I'm ready for another Koyomi and Mayoi interaction. Unless he is very much subdued. Well, damn. Okay. Any reason it was telling us the height of the bridge? Huh? Um, what? What are their conversations? So that's the timeline we're on. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't. I don't know if I remembered if Hachiguchi actually had interactions with Meme at all. Well done for escaping payment, you cheapskate. Don't try to act cool, Aragi. It doesn't suit you. Does that mean either later in this one or the next episode we'll be getting oh wow, I had the name a second ago. Hmm. Kambaru. Honestly, I think the best version of Hachiguchi is the Zombieland version. Don't poke it with a stick. That is quite cheap. Pretty much anything for only 50 yen is quite cheap, unless you're just buying air. The last time I think I remember the Sandpit, or that, at least it's giving me vibes of Nadako. I do like old style, like Japanese oni masks and whatnot. Don't think I'll ever own one though. Also, that making the sandpit there, that's a lot of dots. Another art style I enjoy is pointillism, so. Oh, don't ruin it. Well, come back tomorrow and see if it's back. I'm glad that phones are a bit more advanced than what they were like 10 years ago, but short haired Hanakara is quite good. Can't tell which I prefer, the full black or the striped. Her having the backlight there with the god rays. What are you getting at though? There are many, many possibilities, but most of them are easily dismissible. I think there's actually quite a few other options there. Just having a natural phenomenon of it resulting in that is would be quite cool. Digging out that entire sandpit would be quite time consuming. Sure, but the sand itself would find a relative level, so unless it was had some sort of like It was just a very big coincidence. Yeah. There are so many phenomenons that we have experienced where we draw meaning into it when really it doesn't mean a lot and was or could be put down to just sheer coincidence. Sometimes the meanings that we find in whatever it is more important than the actual cause, I guess. At last, something that wasn't caused by Araragi himself. That was actually over far too quickly. I'm sad. But at least I get a dose of junior track star in the next one, I'm guessing. And maybe they'll save Shinobu for the last one? Not sure. And whether or not the sisters will be condensed into one instead of sharing. But instead of. Yeah, sharing instead of having one each. There are a few that I don't really. I don't care for would be too harsh. A more truthful statement would be excite me less than others. So, and I'm actually somewhat disappointed. I know I said I wasn't ready for a usual greeting between the two, but not being subjected to it at the same time has left me wanting, strangely. And ow, I could not pull off that hair flick type thing. Partly because it's too hot and my hair is at a weird length. It's not styled, and I'm just generally crap. But I know one thing for sure. You want more Monogatari? I'm not going to disappoint. Believe I was correct. I don't remember this intro. But I definitely remember the tension between all of it, the characters. I wonder if at the end of all of this, the characters have been afflicted by oddities like Kanbru and Senjugahara and others. Actually, I can't remember if there are any others that are still. But everyone will be saved from them. Oh, who else uses scissors, a giant pair at that, as a weapon? the amount of books she has. First off, how are you ever going to find the one you want? But shouldn't she have like a separate library to store them all in at this point? Hmm. That is an intense face. I I don't want to see your hog-tied cocoon caterpillar Araragi again. Hmm. Separately? Ah, it's the Construction Brothers. I feel you. It's a good idea that you bolted that door. It is. It is quite a statement to have that kind of door and internal design sense. You have an imagination, don't you? Not entirely true, Aragagi, but you sure about that? I was going to ask why was that in such high detail, but at the same time, calm yourself. It might be safer if he just drowns himself now. I don't think personal hygiene and mental um, purity are connected. Well, all water has a past, I guess. I don't remember what was about her parents. I know she lives with her nan or something. Everything about Canberra is a mysterious phenomenon. I don't believe those statues are meant to be clothes racks. What? That was nice. What have you done wrong? Well, you got out of it. Well, next time, why don't you go and clean? I'm sure Canberra would love it. I do like this kind of. I don't know why, but Scooby Doo esque find the villain slash oddity of the episode type thing. Mm-hmm. From what we saw just before she said that was him. Why was that her pose when she mentioned Hachikuchi? I'm not drawing anything into that. Hmm. Huh? She can be self-aware, yes. Quite a lot of people, probably me included, see what ourselves in the past and what our actions that we've taken in a completely different light of what actually went down because well that's what we want to see. Water and its surface in the fact that it is a shifting rippling type thing, especially when light catches it, is quite fascinating to watch. So is it kind of like how humans are pattern recognition machines? That's why there is pareidolia. I think that's the word. Where we see faces or things all over the place in things that obviously aren't faces. Um, are we actually going to get what her answer is? That's exactly what he needs to hear just before bed. Hang up. Is it warm in here? And the answer to that is actually yes, it's bloody hot. But that's separate to the joke. You see, a character like Cambro, who is so straightforward and open about things like that, is refreshing. but also tiring if you hear it too much. In small doses like this, very nice. So, are we going to take a guess on who's next? I actually can't remember if it's any like the side specialists, his sisters, or Nadeko. Personally, I'm going to go with Nadeko only because, well, the intro is kind of synonymous with Monogatari. How could I just want to hear it again? That's the honest truth. I just want to hear the song. So, unfortunately, you may have to wait a little while. I think it's ample time to hold a unorganised poll down in the comment section about who your favourite Monogatari character is, and depending on how many of you answer, I'm going to have a hell of a time tallying up everything. And while you're at it, why don't you also take a guess about who my favourite one is? I can't remember if I've mentioned it at all in the previous anything I've recorded. If you're correct, you win internet recognition. Is that worth anything? Well, why don't you do it anyway? But for the main reason, while you're down there, leave a like on the video and turn on the notification bell so that you definitely don't miss future uploads. Because if you're having fun, so am I. At least that is the main goal. Get yourself some rest, so I can see you for more Monogatari. And if you want to see a beautiful reflection in the water, then consider moving on to my Patreon and helping me out. All I can say is that Fraudataku, Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Dynamite 1997, Louis Almanza, Aisha M, Danny Tree, Shiwan, ASD, and everyone else have already probably seen my big, bountiful chest resonating in the ripples. So, yeah. Sorry about that.